Tonight we find ourselves down at Durant, and I'm telling you what a great facility they now have here at Durant. Brand new press box for us to be in with individual booths, and they've taken this football field over the summer, graded it, reseeded it, put a sprinkler system in, and it's really a beautiful football facility here. The Durant Bennett football program experienced disappointment a year ago as they came off a 4-4 season in 1998 with high hopes and good numbers, but struggled to a 1-8 mark last season. Their victory came by virtue of a forfeit by Central Lee. It's a new district this year and a new time for the Wildcats, but they will forge ahead with small numbers this fall as they have just 18 varsity players. However, in that bunch is a group of athletes head coach Tom Compton highlighted as impact players. We hope special teams will be a strength for us. We are emphasizing those a lot, said Compton, and our defense should be pretty good. A big concern for us with our numbers is we need to stay healthy. He said, you can't whine and complain about it, you just have to play it. This is a good bunch of kids. I'm really excited about them, and we have had some good practices. How that translates to the on-the-field performance, we'll have to find out. Staying healthy with our low numbers and seeing how some of our new kids turn out in a game will be the keys to our season. And I might add, last week, there is some concern here at Durant. They got beat by Comanche 60-6. As you'll recall, the Bears are coming off an absolutely thrilling come-from-behind 23-15 victory over West Liberty when the Bears scored 2 touchdowns in the last 15 minutes, or scored 2 touchdowns in the last 3 minutes to win that football game. So it was an absolutely great night at Alphen Street Field. We expect big things out of the Bears here at Durant tonight. Chris Robertson set to kick off for the Bears. Great kickoff, and it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. Durant will take it at the 20. Durant takes over at their own 20-yard line after a great kick by Robertson in the end zone to start the football game. Number 14, Justin Luth, at quarterback. Throws out here in the flat, and it's short, incomplete. Durant wanting to go the air quickly here. It looks like he may have just rushed that throw a little bit. It was short of the receiver. This time motion again to the left. And fumbled football, and number 15 for the Bears is in there and has it. That's number 15, Grant Jipp, recovering the fumble for the Bears, and that's not good news here. Number 50, Eric Ewald at center, leads them out. Number 58, Robertson at that right guard. Quick snap. Pitch back to Klein, puts his head down, and he's tackled behind the line of scrimmage. As we said, Robertson and Farmer on the right side of the line for the Bears. No gain on that last play by Klein. This time they hand off to Vargas and the fullback, and he stays on his feet, and he'll get about 5, it looks like. They give Vargas 3. We see number 74, DeMelnier, and number 71, Zalzel on the left side of that Bear line. Waters the quarterback. Tyling Hamer out wide right. They pitch it to Vargason, and it's picked up by Vargason, and he's going to go down after probably a yard gain. Bears will attempt a field goal here. Zach Thomas, that fine West Branch preseason All-State kicker, number 7, Tyler to hold for him. Snaps down, spots up. Kick is way long enough. We'll see if it's good. And it is. Bears lead this thing 3-0 with 10 minutes to go in this first quarter.
And
Robertson set to kick off for the Bears. Number 6, Chris Flanders. Number 8, Jason Norman. Number 15, Grant Jipp. Number 19, Tim Hamer. Number 34, Wyatt Fraunholt, some of the guys on that kickoff special team. Kickoff down to the 15, it bounces. Bounces again, picked up the 20 to the 25, and takes a good hit there at about the 25-yard line of Durant. All right, Bear defense digs in. They spot the ball on the Durant 24 with 9:54 to go in this first quarter. West Branch leads 3-0 after a 29-yard field goal by Zach Thomas. Back to throw again out there in the right flat, and it's incomplete. Number 77, Zalzel, we see 76, Kuzman in that defensive line. We'll get some other guys for you here. Number 7, Tiley out here we see. Back to throw, and he hands off over that right side, and it's going to be for negative yardage. 3rd and 11 here for Durant. That last tackle by number 67, Joe Davidson, and that's a young man that's just trying desperately to work his way in this Bear lineup, playing defense this week. Out here they throw that quick pitch again, and it's bobbled, and a great catch by the receiver, but it's going to be for no yardage again. Ball spotted on the Durant 15. They'll be forced to punt from just about their 5-yard line. Number 19, Tim Hamer, and number 5, Jay Schultz back for the Bears at about the Bear 45. Not a lot of pressure. Ball goes straight up. Schultz signals fair catch and takes it at the Durant 43-yard line. Bears take over on the Wildcat 43-yard line, and we'll see if they can get some consistency going here. They looked a little ragged on that first series, but straight ahead to Vargason, and he gets maybe a yard. Number 7, Tiley out wide left. 16, Jeffries out here to the right. Vargason, Klein in the backfield along with Waters. Second down, we'll call it 9. Vincent in motion, handoff to Klein. Has a nice little hole to scoot through. On his feet, cuts to the outside, and he's down to the 30. A nice run by Cody Klein. That's the one thing we've been looking for this season, and that's for that offensive line. I know Coach Rummels has been working extremely hard with them in practice to get a solid offensive line going here to get some holes for these backs. Pitch to the right to Vargason, and he's got some room. Puts his head down, and he's going to be down to about the 20-yard line. He'll gain probably 6 or 7. Vargason down to the 21-yard line. They give him 9, and as we said before, these are 2 junior backs, and they're both big, strong, fast. Here goes Vargason again over the right up the middle, and he's dragging tacklers with him. Once again, Ewald leads them out of that huddle. 1st and 10 Bears. That's their second one on this drive. Ball down about the Durant 17-yard line with 6:25 to go. First quarter, 3-0 West Branch. Waters keeps it, pitches it. Hamer's got the ball down to the 10. I think he's going to be out of bounds at about... Coach Rummel's doing a good job here of passing the football around. A lot of talent here in this backfield. Second down, we'll call it 4. Handoff to Kleino, a nice hole again. Puts his head down, and he'll be down, we're going to say down around the 5 here. 1st and 10 Bears. Ball on the... They spot the ball on the Durant. I'm going to call it 5-yard line at this point. Hamer in motion to the right. Handoff over the right side to Vargason. Puts his head down. Touchdown Bears. A 5 to attempt the extra point. Spots down by Tiley. Kicks up. Boy, Thomas gets a leg into it. It's good. So the Bears lead 10-0 here with 5:48 to go first quarter. All right, Robertson tees the ball up, set to kick off. That last drive by the Bears was 43 yards on 7 plays, all on the ground. Vargason's got 6 carries for 24 yards. Klein's got 3 for 17, and Hamer 1 for 6 so far in this football game. Bears have yet to throw with 5:48 to go first quarter. Robertson, a line drive right down the middle, taking it about the Durant 15-yard line up to the 20-25, and he's going to be down at about the Durant 26-yard line. Takes over at their own 27-yard line. This will be their 3rd possession. Their first one, they had 2 plays, and then they fumbled, resulting in a Bear field goal. The second series, they had to punt after 3 plays. And, oh my goodness, looks like a fumble again. Bear defense out to prove something here tonight. Last week, West Liberty showed they could move the ball a little bit on the ground here on the Bear defense, so I'm sure the Bears are here to make a statement. Negative yardage so far, and there's a throw over the middle, incomplete. Number 50, Eric Ewald in that defensive line now for the Bears, along with number 1, Bill McConaughey at that other defensive end opposite Zalzel. Robertson at linebacker, along with Peterson. Nice defensive play there by the Bears. That was number 19, Tim Hamer. He timed that hit perfectly. Durant will be forced to punt here on 4th down. They'll be punting from about their own 10. Once again, Schultz and Hamer back deep for the Bears, and like we said, a couple speed mergents. And you know that one of these young men are going to break one before the season's over with. Not this one. Ball's off the side of the foot, and it's going to go out of bounds, and we'll wait to see where the officials mark it. Bears come up with great field position once again on the Durant 34-yard line. I mean, that was a 7-yard punt, so that just goes to show you what happens. Bears need to capitalize. Off to Klein again, and boy, you can see him getting more confident as the evening goes here. Waters sets him down. 1st and 10. Klein gets 10 yards on that first down carry. Ball at the 21. The Bears are going to have an illegal procedure penalty here. And Klein's still on his feet, but that's going to... Well, the Bears get an illegal procedure penalty, their first one of the ball game. And that's something good to see. A lot of penalties last week at the Oliphant Street Field. 4:06 to go here, first quarter, 10-0 West Branch. Waters to throw for the first time. Out here to Hamer, and he has some room to the 20, to the 10. And that's going to be a touchdown, Tim Hamer. All right, Waters, a nice throw to Hamer. The kick's up. It's good. The Bears lead this thing 17-0 with 3:55 to go first quarter. Robertson set to kick off here. Number 31 out there for the Bears, Luke Paulson. 16, Jeffries. 77, Zauzel. Boy, nice kick by Robertson. Goes into the end zone for a touchback. 21, Bo Peterson, and 58, Robertson at linebacker for the Bears. Hamer in that defensive backfield along with Norman, Vincent, Tiley. Great defensive unit here. Throw over that right side, and once again, Hamer is right there. It's a completion. And 2 of 6 through the air here for -2 yards. They've got -1 yard on the ground, so the Bear defense has been just dominating here. 2nd down and 8, a 2-yard pass completion there. Nice coverage by Hamer. Right straight up the middle, and it looks like no gain. He walled in on that last tackle for the Bears. Like we said, Davidson over the nose this week, and that's something good to see. He seems to be plugging that middle up pretty good on a 3rd and 8 here. Back to throw, pumps once, then goes long, and has a man out there. It's complete at the 45, and he's going to be all the way out to about the Durant 48-yard line. Nice throw there by Durant. Hamer, the defensive back, slipped and let the receiver get by him. Was able to recover, come back, and make the tackle, but it was after a 26-yard gain and a 1st down for Durant on their own 48. 2:08 to go here, first quarter. 17-0 West Branch. Motion to the left. This time they throw backwards, and the receiver's down after about a yard gain. 2nd down, we'll call it 9. Ball right on the 50-yard line. 1:23 to go, first quarter. Back to throw, and a heavy pressure there by McConaughey, and then number 50, Ewald comes in and makes a tackle. 3rd down, and we'll call it 9 here. Durant putting their best drive of the first quarter together here. 45 seconds left in the quarter. And once again, they roll right. Heavy pressure from Zauzel, and it's intercepted by Vincent at the 50-yard line. Well, the Bears have started all of their drives in Durant territory. This will be their 4th, and they've scored on their first 3. So here we go again with 36 seconds left first quarter. Hamer in motion to the left. Waters back to throw. A little shovel pass inside. Ball comes out, and it's incomplete. That is a forward pass. All right, after the incomplete pass, brings up a 2nd and 10 here. Stop clock. Clock stops with 32 seconds. Hand off to, holy cow, number 33, Klein, and he's off to the races, folks. Down to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and it's going to be a touchdown. All right, Thomas's kick is up. It's good, and West Branch leads this thing 24-0 with 21 seconds to go in this first quarter. Last drive by the Bears was 49 yards on 2 plays, and I think you are starting to get a look at a little bit of the speed in the backfield for the Bears. As Klein broke that to the right and into the open, he basically left everybody but one guy back there. And like I said before, these 2 young men in the backfield aren't only big, they can run. Robertson's kick hits at the 5, into the goal, over the goal line, into the end zone for a touchback. Durant called a timeout, and then they come back out onto the field here right away with 21 seconds to go in the quarter, and go into a formation on 1st and 10. Ball at the 20 after the touchback. Throw over the middle, and great interception there by Robertson. I don't know how he hung on to that football. Bears' 5th possession of this first quarter. They've scored on every possession so far with 18 seconds to go here. Leading 24-0. Ball on the Durant 25-yard line after the fine Robertson interception. Waters pitches to the left. This time Vargason gets his shot at it. And once again, you see the speed as he turns the corner. And he's going to score. Bears putting up some big numbers here. Klein, 5 carries, 76 yards. Vargason, 7 carries for 49. Thomas's kick is up. It's good, and the Bears lead 31-0 with 8 seconds to go in this first quarter.
Having Robertson.
Number 21, Bo Peterson out there on that kickoff team. Tiley, Jeffries, Luke Paulson. This time Thomas kicks off, and this time it'll go into the end zone again for a touchback. Seconds to go in the first quarter. You know the Bears can just really pin their ears back here. You have to feel for Durant a little bit for the mere fact that to be able to pass now under the pass rush they're going to have is going to be tough. Around that right side, number 15 for the Bears, Grant Jip makes a nice tackle from behind. This will be the first play of the second quarter. 31-0 West Branch, 2nd down and 10 Durant. And like we said, they've got their work cut out for them here. Back to throw, under pressure. Out here in the flat, it's complete at the 25, and that's going to be good for about 5 yards. 6th possession of this first half. They've got -1 yard on the ground. Believe that one or not. 3rd down 5. Ball at the Durant 25-yard line. Once again, they threw out here, and he was under pressure and threw just a little bit behind the receiver where they get ready to punt. And for the sake of sounding like a broken record, the Bears once again should have great field position here. Hamer and Schultz are lined up on the Bear 45, and Zalzel puts great pressure on. Hamer takes it at the 49, cuts it back to the right, and if he gets outside, he's gone. Down that right side, one guy to beat down there, and that's the kicker. And that's going to be a touchdown West Branch. That's a 49-yard kickoff return by Tim Hamer. Well, I think they threw that flag just so the old announcer here couldn't be right in saying that they were going to break one for a touchdown. Unfortunately, a clip brought that fine Hamer run back to the Durant 23-yard line where it's 1st and 10 Bears. Handoff over the right side to Vargason, and boy, he's just dragging people with him. I think people that have been around the program a while are starting to see the old West Branch Bear football where it's 4 and 5 and 6 yards on that 1st down carry, putting themselves into great position for that 2nd and 3rd down where they can either throw or run the football. That's what Coach Peterson and Rummels have been wanting for quite some time. With these 2 big backs, they can do that. Here goes Klein on his feet down to about the 5. 14-yard carry there by Klein for a 1st down. That puts him up around 90 yards on 6 carries. Ball on the Durant 5-yard line. Handoff to Klein. He's got a hole over that right side. He's down close to the goal line. Tip your hats to that Bear line. Zalzel, DeMelner, Ewald, Robertson, Farmer. Handoff, a little mix up in the backfield, and I think the ball came out, and it's still loose. Well, believe it or not, the Bears fumble that ball into the end zone. Durant recovers it, comes out to the Durant 20-yard line where it's 1st and 10 Durant. So they dodge a bullet, handoff over the right side, and there comes the football out. And Vincent tries to pick it up. There goes the ball. Let's see who's got it. It's going to be a touchdown Bears, and it's number 5, Jay Schultz. And well, that was a weird one. Jay Schultz picked that ball up, finally took it into the end zone for a touchdown, and Thomas comes in for the extra point. So it's 38-0 Bears with 9:13 to go in the second quarter. All right, number 3, Zach Thomas set to kick off for the Bears, and we didn't get the yardage on that Schultz recovery for a touchdown. The way they were juggling it, we don't know exactly where he finally got it. Ball down to the Durant 10, 15, 20, 25, out to about the 25-yard line. This will be Durant's 8th possession of this first half. They've all started in their own territory. They're 20, they're 24, they're 27, they're 20, they're 20, they're 20, they're 20, and they're 24. Handoff right up the middle, and boy, oh boy, those yards are tough in the middle. Number 52, Sean Carr, comes in the ball game for the Bears. In at the linebacker spot on 2nd and 9 here for Durant. Throw out here in the flat, and it's incomplete. Goes out, number 21, Bo Peterson, in for the Bears at linebacker now. Bears have the luxury this season with their depth of rotating a lot of players in here on hot nights like this. That's a definite plus for the Bears. Pitch to the wide to the left, and a great job of taking out the interference there by number 7, Tiley. Durant is forced into a punting situation, and once again Schultz and Hamer are both back deep for the Bears. Durant obviously has too many men on the field. One guy comes off here with 8:10 to go in this second quarter. 38-0 Bears. Snaps back, kicks away from about their own 15. It's a low line drive taken by Schultz on one hop down to the 50, 45, 40, and look out, down to the 35 to the 30. Bears take over on the Wildcat 30-yard line. Nice return, as we said, by Jay Schultz. This time we notice, I think that's Norman in there at quarterback. We'll take a look. It is. Getting his first shot at it. He wants to throw, then he's got all day to run, and he could go, and this guy has some speed. 20, 15, 10. I think he's going to score. And he does. That's Jason Norman with a 30-yard touchdown run. All right, Thomas's leg has to be getting a little weary here. And the kick's up and it's good. And the Bears lead this thing 44-0 with 45-0, excuse me, with 7:45 to go in the second quarter. Jack Thomas spots the football. Right now, Durant has 8 running plays in this half for 0 yardage. There's 6 of 14 through the air. We'll give you the yardage here after this kick. Thomas's kick, it's a nice one. Down to the Durant 10-yard line. It's fumbled, picked up again. And here's Peterson. Gets outside, and there's number 7, Tiley, on the tackle. Durant, there was a personal foul on the end of that play, so Durant is going to start this drive on their own 38-yard line. Excuse me, yeah, 38-yard line. Bears have a host of new players. We'll try to get them for you here right after this play. 1st and 10, Durant. Handoff right up the middle, and he's going to get about 5 yards there. Here so we can get some of these players. Number 1, McConaughey, of course, has been in there. Number 34, Wyatt Fronholtz. Number 22, Matt Schultz. Number 6 for the Bears, Chris Flanders. Number 52 for the Bears, Sean Carr. Number 7, Tiley's been in there before. Number 79 for the Bears is Michael Thomas. We'll continue to get players here as we go. It's 2nd down, and we'll call it 3 here for Durant. Handoff over the left side, and McConaughey in there on that tackle. Durant will have a 1st down, and that's their 2nd one of this football game. All right, we're continuing to try to get players. Number 54, John Leggett in there. I think he's seen his first action in that defensive line. Number 70, Curtis Strong. 1st and 10, Durant on the 50-yard line, straight ahead, and breaks out of there, and he's going to have about 9 yards. 24, Michael Sexton in there on defense. Number 71, Chauncey Farmer on a 2nd and 1 here for Durant. Ball at the Bear 41-yard line. Handoff in that backfield. Bears do a good job. There'll be a loss of about a yard. 31, Luke Paulson in there on defense for the Bears. And number 84, a young man that we missed on that other defensive end, Aaron Hebel, a senior. So it's 3rd and 4 here for Durant. Nice defensive play on that last series. Throw out here in the flat, and it's incomplete. 4th, and we'll call it a long 3 here. Obviously, they're going to go for it at this point, trailing 45-0 in the first half. Handoff over the right side, and he did not make it. He did not make it. Oh, we got a whole bunch of players here. Again, we'll try to get them as we go. I want to give that Bear defense a great credit here, and Jeffries is hit. Fumbles the football, picked up by Fronholtz, and he's going to get maybe a yard. 2, Sean Carr at center. Wyatt Fronholtz is the 6th young man for the Bears to carry the football tonight, so it's 2nd and 11 here, ball on the Bear 42-yard line. Handoff to Fronholtz straight up the middle, and he goes nowhere. 3rd and 11. We got number 1, McConaughey in there, number 31, Luke Paulson. As we said, Wyatt Fronholtz, Jeffries, Zach Zauzel, who's been playing tackle tonight. This time he throws the ball up there, and it's intended for number 24, Michael Sexton, incomplete. 67, Davidson goes out, and number 3, our old money in the bank, Zach Thomas, in to punt for the Bears. Davidson back on, I might add, and a timeout by the Bears. The Bears called a timeout there, where obviously they were having trouble getting the right players in, but that's what happens when you start trying to get everybody into the ball game. Thomas will kick from his own 30, and off the side of his foot down to the 42, and the Bears will nail it at about the 42-yard line. Well, Durant have had a huge amount of possessions here. They'll take over on their 42, so this is their best starting field position this first half. 45-0 Bears with 3:53 to go, second quarter. Handoff over the right side, and he turns that corner, and the Bears do a nice job on recovering there. This is Durant's 10th possession, believe it or not, of this first half. 2nd down and 7, gain of 3 yards. Bears in on that play quickly. Hebel stands it up there, and a nice recovery. Number 22 for the Bears, Matt Schultz. Durant has about 29 yards through the air to this point in the first half. About 25 on the ground. 3rd down and 8. Going to throw again. They go long, and they simply put a man out there. And a nice play by number 22, Matt Schultz. They rule pass interference on the Bears. Unfortunately, it could have went either way, so it's 1st and 10 Durant on the Bear 40. And handoff over left side, and that old Bear defense hanging in there. The Bear staff does a nice job of getting players in here. Their philosophy always has been, if you practice all week and if you can possibly get you in a game, they will. So it's just nice to see a lot of these guys out there. 2nd down and 10, throw over the middle, incomplete. 3rd and 10. This old Bear defense just hanging in there with 2:21 to go in this first half. 45-0 Bears. Ball on the Bear 40. Back to throw. Peeble puts pressure on. Once again, they go long. And a nice play again. Well, 4th and 10, and I'll be very, very surprised if you don't see the ball in the air once again here with 2:16 to go first half. Bears, this young man's got a quick release. There he goes again, and it's complete at the 30-yard line, and that's going to be enough for a first down. 30-yard line, so it's 1st and 10 Durant after that 10-yard pass completion. Handoff over the right side, and this got some running room this time. He's down to the 15 and is out for the Bears. We see Farmer in for the Bears. It's 1st and 10 ball on the Bear 15 with 1:26 to go. Handoff over the middle again, and he squirts through there for 5 yards, and he's going to be down close to the 5-yard line. Durant set to go here, 2nd and 4, ball right, and we have a penalty. That was Durant's first penalty of this first half. 5-yard illegal procedure, but it could be a big one here with 41 seconds to go. Ball now back on the 14, back to throw. Under pressure from Farmer, and ooh, man, he gets buried by Zalzel. Personal foul for roughing the passer gives Durant a first down. Now down on the Bears discussion with the official on that roughing the passer call. So once again, it's 1st and goal for Durant. They throw over the middle. Ooh, almost intercepted by the Bears. Penalties, now illegal procedure against Durant. We still have 31 seconds left, folks. First half, quick throw out here, and ooh, the receiver was open, but he simply didn't get him the ball. We have a Durant player down now. Bears getting fired up. We had a Durant player down there on that play, so it's fairly long timeout here. 29 seconds to go, 2nd and goal. Ball on about the 15, back to throw, and here comes Hebel, and I don't know where that ball was intended to go. After the incomplete pass, stop the clock with 24 seconds to go. Here we go again, 3rd and goal. Durant airing the ball out here on this series, trying to get in before halftime. Quick pitch, and the ball's tipped, and it almost goes into the hands of another Durant player, but it's incomplete. As we said before, the old Bear defense is hung in there here. 20.7 seconds left, first half. 45-0 Bears. Quick pitch or quick throw, and it's incomplete. With all intents and purposes, this will be the last play of the first half. 45-0 Bears. Handoff over the right side, straight ahead. Whistle blows, and we're down to 10 seconds, and that's probably going to be the last play of the first half. Bears put together a real exciting offensive first half here at Durant, and they lead this thing 45-0. We have a chance here. We'll try to get you some stats at halftime. Of course, as always, they're unofficial. We try to keep as good a stats as we can for the Bears and for Durant. For the Bears, they had 21 running plays for 180 yards. Through the air, they were 1 for 3 for 27 yards. That 27-yard completion was a touchdown pass from Waters to Hamer. Then, of course, I think there was one incomplete pass by Waters, and then the other incomplete pass was by Jeffries when he came in. Bears had 8 first downs, and they had 5 penalties for 65 yards. Of course, in the receiving department, we only had 1 reception. That was Tim Hamer for 27 yards. In the rushing department, we had Waters with 1 carry for 1 yard, Cody Klein 7 carries for 93, Josh Vargerson 8 carries for 55, Tim Hamer 1 for 6, Norman 1 carry for 30 yards and a touchdown, Fronholtz 3 carries for -2 yards. On the Durant side of the ball, they had 18 running plays for 44 yards. They had 7 of 24 passing for 39 yards. They had 92 total yards. They had 42 total plays. So as you can see, there was a lot of plays by them also. In the penalty department, they had 2 penalties for 10 yards, and they had 6 first downs. So that's kind of the story of the first half. The Bears got off to a great start. They had 9 possessions. They scored on their first 6 of their first 7 and 7 of their first 8. So as you could see, they pretty much had things their own way. All of their drives except the last 2 started in Durant territory. The last 2 Bear drives, one started on the Bear 43, the other one on the West Branch 16, and that was the one right to end the half when the Bear defense stiffened up and stopped Durant from scoring. Durant, as we said, had 10 possessions, and they started every one of their possessions in their own territory. So they had poor field position the entire first half. They had 2 fumbles and 2 interceptions, one by Vincent, one by Robertson. So that's kind of the story of the first half here. We'll be back in just a second to bring you this second half. The Bears lead this thing 45-0. All right, Durant kicks off, and Schultz will take it at the 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and he's out to about the 42-yard line. Nice run back by Jay Schultz. Peterson there, here he's being nice. He's the whole second team is in to start this second half, so he's obviously made the decision that he's not going to play the starters here any more than he has to. So 1st and 10 Bears on the Bear 42-yard line. Jeffries rolls right, has some room, and look out if he gets in the open down to the 45 to the 40, and he's down to the Durant 39-yard line. And I'll tell you what, young Mr. Jeffries is a very good young player coming up, someone you may want to keep your eyes on. Probably could be the heir apparent at quarterback, and it looked like the center moved out before the ball was snapped. It looked like they may have had the snap count messed up on that last series, but anyway, they still got a yard out of it, so it's 2nd and 9 here for the Bears at the Durant 38-yard line. This time they get it right. This time Jeffrey sidesteps him in, cuts back inside, cuts it back against the grain down to the 30, to the 25, and he's going to be dragged out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Number 54 Leggett in that line. Number 79 Michael Thomas. McConaughey in there. Matt Schultz in there. Number 24 Michael Sexton in motion. And the ball's fumbled again, and Durant may have it this time. They have a little trouble getting that snap between Carr and Jeffries. That's the second one. This time Durant gets the ball on their own 24-yard line with 10:40 to go, third quarter. Handoff over left side, and that ball almost came out. 1st and 5 for Durant after an illegal participation penalty against the Bears. We're not quite sure exactly what that was. Throw out here in a flat, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 5 here. Hebel and McConaughey at defensive end. Number 70, Curtis Strong in that defensive line. Number 54, John Leggett. Fraunholtz over the middle, and ooh, nice hit out here by number 6, Chris Flanders. 3rd and 4 here for Durant. Matt Schultz in there at defensive back. Rolls right, under pressure from McConaughey, and simply throws the ball away on 3rd down. All right, we have Hamer and Schultz back deep for the Bears, and watch out here. Give them a seam and look out. Nice kick. Schultz takes it at the 40, gets a nice block from Hamer, gets to the outside, and if he does, he's gone. Down that left side, 50, 40, 35, cuts it back to the 35, 20. And he's going to be down at about the 10-yard line. Another great run back by Jay Schultz. Started at the Durant 10 after his great run back. We thought he'd go all the way. They had a nice picket fence set up on that left side. Jeffries rolls right, and he's got some room, and he throws, and it's complete to McConaughey, and all right, they rule it at the 1-foot line, and there goes the Bears, and that's going to be the football game here at Durant. 51-0 West Branch with 9:57 to go in this third quarter. And as we said before, Coach Peterson, Did a nice job. We had to stutter a little bit there as a cannon goes off in the background. Scared us half to death, but well played game here by the Bears tonight. They simply came out and dominated that first and second quarter, and then some of the other players got in there and were able to hang in there against Durant and for the shutout. And as we said before, the numbers game once again, the Bears with 35 varsity players, everybody fresh, a lot of guys going one way. Durant with 18 varsity players, and you can see what it does, a program they're trying to build. So, well, folks, this is what we've been waiting on. Next week, the Bears come back to Oliphant Street Field for their first big district game, and it is going to be a big one. They play Iowa Valley, and it should be a great, great football game to start the district season with. So we encourage all of you to show up and support the Bears. We want to thank everyone that came down here to Durant tonight to support us and follow us on the road. We'll see you all back at Oliphant Street Field next week. Thank you very much.